That's not just the sound of that first sip of Morning Joe. It's the sound of someone shopping for a car on Carvana from the comfort of home.
That's a good blend.
It's time to take it easy, like answering some easy questions to get pre-qualified for a car in minutes.
Talk about starting the morning right.
Just like customizing your terms so your car fits your budget. Visit Carvana.com or download the app to experience car shopping the way it should be. Convenient, comfortable. That's not just the sound of that first sip of Morning Joe. It's the sound of someone shopping for a car on Carvana from the comfort of home.
That's a good blend.
It's time to take it easy, like answering some easy questions to get pre-qualified for a car in minutes.
Talk about starting the morning right.
Just like customizing your terms so your car fits your budget. Visit Carvana.com or download the app to experience car shopping the way it should be. Convenient, comfortable.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? This week we have a good old-fashioned power hour for you. If you've noticed, if you go through the feed, somewhere along the line, power hours devolved from case files into just their own avenue. So pretty much from here on forward, we're just going to be naming them power hour number 10, 11, 12, so on. So it's kind of its own show inside the show. Reason being, two reasons. First reason, sometimes when you talk conspiracies for too long, you need a little break and you just need to have a couple beers and relax. Reason number two is it gives us a chance to read everyone's questions, ask us anything. It's going to be more of an interactive show instead of just researching one topic. With that being said, you know how it goes. This is Power Hour number 11 with Zell, Braden, and Andrew. Thanks for listening. We appreciate it.
Welcome to Alien Theorists Theorizing Power Hour! Woo! In studio, crushing some beers with the boys. Cheers, boys.
All right.
And
I'll drink one for Andrew.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We were saying, I posted a picture from your little soiree.
Yeah.
And our fans are so funny. There is someone was like, hey, I recognize that one guy from IMDb.
That's fucking gold.
That's fucking hilarious. But then I told that story about how I fuck with people and zoom in on their faces.
Yeah.
And someone did that to me in the comments.
Oh, man, that was good.
And I was looking at it, I was like, motherfucker, Andrew Vala. I was like, this piece of shit. And I was like, I guess taste my own medicine. And then someone else was like, okay, a little backstory. I had to drive through the night to get to that party and I hadn't slept in 40 hours. I felt like a bag of shit. And someone zoomed in on my face and was like, when the bag you're holding bursts and you're starting to feel the effects.
That's because that's what you said on the last episode.
And then that's how I looked. So it's fucking
the bag he's holding in his asshole.
Did you hear this guy's comment? I posted that Ask Me Anything.
Yeah.
And he said, listen to this. First, just want to say, you guys run a podcast. Keep it up.
Did he correct himself after?
Way later. I'd already read it once. First off, just want to say you guys run a podcast. Keep it up. But to the point, what is your guys' takes on the likely possibility of a dominant species in the cosmos being artificial life?
I think isn't that the pinnacle of
that's
evolution?
Well, isn't that one of the beliefs is that other species are aware of a predatory...
The forerunners.
Yeah.
Were aware.
Yeah.
Of the flood.
Yeah, and so they keep quiet. They don't...
they don't broadcast into space.
Like we do.
All the time. On every frequency.
You know what we have to do? We have to do a cheers for the Mars rover. Fucking ended his life. I had read...
You gotta pour a little out for him.
Yeah.
I pour a little into my mouth.
There you go.
I had read the last thing that it sent back to Earth was, my battery's running low and it is getting dark. I was like, that is the fucking saddest shit, man.
Oh, that's so sad.
Imagine we just don't understand digital like consciousness, and it actually it feels something in a different way, so it just types out. And
and you're just like, dumb machine.
But we think it just learned it from because we programmed it, but really just learned it on its own.
It's like, it's getting dark.
Oh, that's fucking sad.
Battery's running low. It's getting dark.
He's all alone. Cheers to the Mars rover.
Mars rover.
14 years. They only wanted it to do like 90 days or some shit.
Yeah, they were hoping if it got 90 days, it was a success.
Pretty good.
Dun dun dun. Mars rover.
Yeah, good time. So should we announce this? Should we make an announcement?
Do. Wait, well, technically that's not official.
No, it's pretty.
We haven't signed anything.
Well, it's pretty official. We'd have to fuck it up pretty big and forget to sign this.
Now, the only way we could fuck it up is if they actually listened.
Fair. That's a very fair point.
Who lives in Los Angeles? Who's going to AlienCon? Alien Theorists Theorizing panel at AlienCon live power hour. Woo! Right into the microphone.
We have no idea what we're going to do yet, but it's going to be good. We're thinking a live podcast.
So
just the same kind of thing we do, but maybe some of our hits, our golden oldies.
Yeah, we'll put on a live show of some type. But last year we went there and there was a couple like just bad slots.
Yeah.
So we emailed them like, hey, like we were there last year and like there was a couple slots only had like 10 people. It's like we can
get at least 15.
At least 15 people.
Yeah, we could and we could make. I think we could do a pretty entertaining hour. So don't buy tickets yet because AlienCon's going to send your boys some promo codes that you can use on the website to get deals and discounts on weekend passes. But we want everyone there. We're going to try to plan some sort of meet and greet or maybe something at a bar or something unofficial after
party.
And the Alien Theorists might not be there, but Braden, Zell, and Dan and Andrew will be there.
As individuals.
Having a good time.
So you can draw from that what you will.
Yeah. But yeah, it's going to be a really fun weekend. It's going to be really special. It's going to be a kind of a culmination of.
That may or may not have something to do with what we have to sign.
Yeah. But
cannot confirm nor deny.
Yeah, we'll see. We might have some surprises. We might have some other guests with us. We might have some. Maybe we'll have some T-shirts to shoot out of a cannon or something.
We're gonna have giveaways.
100%.
At least 5 things.
If people aren't there to be interested in what we have to say, they're going to be at least interested in the swag we're hurling out every 3 minutes to keep them hooked.
Buying fans, free clothes. Stickers.
Well, you should just have a fucking contest, and whoever wins the contest gets 5 free chops on Braden's chest. Right in front of everybody.
You know what I want to see? That just reminded me. The chops just reminded me of one. Wasn't there a bet one time? Something about you and Mr. Conspiracy. We're supposed to have a wrestling match. You guys remember what that was about?
Dude, let me tell you something about me. Let me tell you something, brother. About me and Mr. Conspiracy. We have so many ongoing bets, and we bet each other the dumbest shit at all times that it is impossible to limit me to one stupid bet that I've had with him.
But is any of those bets as good as the time that Zelly and Mr. Conspiracy had a bet to see who could get the drunkest in Mexico?
Oh, that was a good time.
That was phenomenal. That was so good.
That was really good because...
Quick backstory.
Yeah.
All the boys were in Mexico for one of those all-inclusive trips. And there's this one special night, big party. Me and Mr. Conspiracy had been drinking most of the day already, since about 10. This must have been, what time is it, 3 or 4? And that was the deal. Mr. Conspiracy, I bet you I can get drunker than you. And he's like, fuck you, man, I'm getting drunker than you. Took it to the max.
Oh yeah. The best part about it was I was playing fucking both sides. Every chance I got, I'd come up and be like, "Hey,
he's drunker than you,
Zell,
idiot."
Zell, I just saw Conspiracy at the bar. He just fucking had 5 shots of whiskey, man. He's way drunker than you.
You two were throwing drinks in each other's face and shit.
Oh no, that was me and Conspiracy.
Oh, dude, it was.
We ripped each other's shirts off.
Yeah, you guys pulled my shirts off too.
We pulled some people who didn't want their shirts off.
Yeah, that was
100%.
It was bad. That was fucking.
I liked how for a while there when we all had our shirts off and we looked like the Cubano Pete's.
yeah. They call me Cuban Pete. I'm the king of the rumba beat. When I play my maracas, I go chick chicky boom, chick chicky boom.
That was a fucking. that was the biggest surprise. But like, you're like, oh, this is kind of weird, but at the same time, looks really good.
Yeah, fucking right.
We got a question from Cowrex. Would you rather fight 100 Canadian geese-sized Apollo Creeds or one Apollo Creed-sized Canadian goose?
Wait,
Well, that's
so
a fucking tough
a whole
one.
bunch of tiny Apollo Creeds?
Yeah, like the size of a Canadian goose, little Apollo Creed. I know what 100.
Or one Canadian goose the size of Apollo Creed?
Yeah. Dude, I'm talking 100 because you could punt them. You could just be like coming in like fucking
Oh,
your
man.
Sauron.
You're-
Just swinging a
If
cleaver.
you're fighting one Canada goose the size of Apollo Creed, you're getting fucked up. Because
Oh.
one
Big
of those
time.
little fucks can take you down, no
yeah,
problem.
they can break your arm and shit.
They're little
Yeah.
powerful little birds. They fly
Yeah.
for like, what, 5,000 kilometers at a time? or
Buddy, all you gotta do is last fucking the entire rounds with Apollo Creed and he'll just fucking pass out.
Dances.
Like that's what you watch. If anybody watched what Rocky did, that's how he won. He just had to outlast him.
These little fucking these geese are just pecking you.
Yeah,
Whole
yeah, and
bunch
you
of
just
little pecks.
last. You just last.
Just hold
right?
it. You hold it.
Whereas that fucking, that's like a, realistically, that's like a raptor-sized fucking Canada goose.
It's a 6-foot Canada goose.
fuck
with a
that.
beak. That beak is going to be a foot long.
They're so mean.
It'll probably just peck right through your body.
Oh,
Just
fuck
bam.
that. No.
Oh, dude. And okay, let me tell you something. Let me tell you some brothers.
Yeah.
That should be a thing if we ever do live shows. Anytime I say "let me tell you something," everyone has to yell "brother."
Oh, that'd be unreal.
Remember that because we'll forget.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Playing puck out in the pond, as a good old Canadian boy would.
Yep.
When your puck would go way out into the boonies where the geese would sit, and you'd have to go skate out there, they'd turn and fucking hiss at you. And
It was a standoff.
You had a stick, and you wanted nothing to do with these fucking
No,
things,
fuck
man.
those things, man.
They're fucking mean. Their necks all get all long, and they do that weird walk toward you.
They're raptors. Those are
Yeah, it's fucked
raptors,
up,
man.
The
Canadian raptors.
Descendant of raptors, right?
Yeah, that's Canadian
what they say.
raptor. Fuck that.
Fuck those little pieces of shit.
Shooter!
I do 100 little Apollo Creeds.
Oh, I'll fucking punt those little
How's that?
bastards.
Fuck
Well,
you.
I'd walk in and punt like 30 of them, just like boom. That'd be, I think, the funnest thing is just booting.
No, you know what,
That's
though?
that's when you're bringing the hockey stick.
It's a question of what would you rather fucking do, but at the end of the day, it's pretty much what would you rather get your ass kicked by? Because
Okay.
none of us are taking either of
So
those.
let me tell you something, brothers. After this power hour, we're doing something a little special. So if you're a Patreon supporter and you've listened to our original podcast, What's the Meaning of This? We got some of the old boys coming back in studio in a couple hours.
The OGs.
OG, What's the Meaning of This? We're going to record What's the Meaning of This 11. We got
3 years after the
we
release of number 10.
made 10. What's
Yeah.
the meaning?
Was it
of
10
this?
or not?
9. We're calling it 11.
Oh,
That's
that's
11.
fucking
Whatever it is.
crazy.
And Joe Brown's here, and we're going to run some of these
Hypotheticals.
Would you rather with Joe Brown?
I can't
The
believe
most
I'm gonna,
analytical thinker.
I can't believe I'm gonna miss that. That fucking breaks my heart.
wait.
Let me get this straight. Oh, it's gonna be great. So if you're a Patreon, I don't know. Maybe we'll release a snippet for people. I don't know. Probably Patreon only.
So I feel
Not
like
going to be great.
No,
I feel like I have to come clean about something.
let's hear it.
So I was getting ribbed about my self-proclaimed nickname, the fucking Lebanese mongoose,
Oh yeah.
which, you know what I mean?
Can I tell you something? We all knew it wasn't going to be a cool story. In the
Yeah, well,
beginning.
that's
you were the
the
only one
worst
that
part.
really was like.
I was
I'm a cobra. I'm immune to venom. I'm so cool.
no. I love mongooses. I've fucking seen every documentary. I love it.
Wicked new tattoo.
I got a
on mongoose.
fucking. There's a mongoose on my shoulder. That's how
Yeah.
much I love these fucking things.
Yeah.
Okay. So when my rugby coach started calling me the Lebanese mongoose, I could not have been more flattered. I'm like, these are tenacious little fuckers just like me. Perfect. So we had a little soiree. Drinks were involved. And he came and grabbed me. He's like, "Yeah, fucking mongoose." Puts his arm around me and stuff. And I was like, "Coach, I'm just curious. I was getting bugged the other day, and I'm like, I just want to know where, I want to know why you started calling me the mongoose." And I was really ready for him to say, "Well, because you're really fast and you're tenacious and mean." And he's like, "No, man." He's like, "Back in the day, have you ever seen the show MASH?" And I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Why?" And he's like, "Don't you remember that fucking guy that used to dress up like a chick?" And I'm like Klinger? And he's like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Oh, like why?" Like, "Yeah." And he's like, "They used to call him the Lebanese mongoose." I'm like, "Oh, sweet. Right on." So not that there's anything wrong with dressing up like a woman or anything like that, but that's where
But
the
I
Lebanese
have had
mongoose
you
comes from.
tell me numerous times of you having to wear Lululemons in a pinch. So
That's true. That's
So-
true. I had to do a fitness test in Lululemons the other day. So
there you go,
that was,
Lebanese mongoose.
I did look good in them though. I filled them out. I'm you know what I mean? If I had to put them on again, I wouldn't be too upset.
Is it weird that I just want to try a pair on and see how good my butt looks?
Oh, buddy.
Not weird at all.
Listen, as soon as you put them on, you instantly want to do the fucking Flanders. I'm serious. You instantly want to do the Flanders. Feels like I'm wearing nothing at all. Nothing at all. Nothing at all.
I just, I've always like questioned because I'm like, I kind of got a big butt, but I'm like, I wonder if it's one of those big butts where you're like, oh yeah, or if it's like a big butt where you're like, ooh.
No, because those pants make those girls that have those butts look really good.
It's true.
Yeah,
They
but
get
there's
you into
also
trouble.
there's also a type of butt that there's nothing you can do with.
No, I'm telling you, man.
There's always some type of garment that can fix any butt.
We got another question from Three Eyed. Do you think that mercenary guy at Alien Inn worked for Area 51? Because that was really weird and interesting.
It was definitely crossed my mind.
It crossed my mind when we were there. He was so out of place. And he said to Zell,
When I was like, hey, what do you guys see out here? He was like, I see stuff all the time. He said it really weird.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay.
yeah, all the time.
That sounds kind of like fucking Matthew McConaughey.
A little bit.
You know what I mean? All
It
right,
was kinda
all
like
right,
that.
all right.
Dude, Case, did we tell you this story? 'Kay,
No, I have
'cause
heard I didn't even listen to the podcast because I'm like, I'm too fucking. I had way too much FOMO.
Yeah, you missed out. Quick rundown because I don't want to retell the story that we've already told. We went to Area 51. We go to this cafe that's there, like in this town. There's this old lady tells us don't fuck around, don't be stupid, and like really like sketches us out. We leave, we come back. She's like, "Oh, good, you came back." She leaves. It's her restaurant. There's pictures of her and her daughter and her husband, who's now dead, all over the walls. As she leaves, this guy comes out with a slicked back haircut, like high and tight, Taddy's arms.
Do you know what happened to her husband?
Totally looks out of place. He's like kind of short with us. Like he looks like a fucking movie mercenary.
100%.
Cool. So he's a badass.
As soon as I seen him, I went straight Jurassic Park 3 when they go to the island, when the guy's got the big 50 cal and he gets eaten.
Yeah.
It's the guy that's what he looked like.
Yeah.
So we think he may have worked for Area 51. I don't see why not. I don't. If they're working, there's nothing there. I'm telling you that those guys. I bet that old lady knows most of the security guards by name because they probably come in because there's nothing else
There's
to
nothing.
fucking
They
do.
probably come in for lunch all the time. If there is security, if people stop there, I guarantee they're listening to that place
Oh,
or
Bob,
monitoring,
100%.
monitoring for sure.
Dude, just with how Chris, Jess, and Cole, how they got fucking stopped as we were talking about, like they were leaving and shit.
This is what you gotta do. Go there, and
Then they got blocked before they could even get close. Like
Yeah.
100%, they're bugging that fucking restaurant.
Fuck.
But yeah, that was fucking cool. You missed out. You did miss out.
I
baby.
know I missed out. I fucking know. You don't have to. Fucking...
I was bozoed the entire weekend.
Yeah,
Here's this
Yes,
fucking thing.
correct.
Here's the situation. You want to know what I was doing while you guys were there?
Oh yeah, tell some.
Do you want to know?
stories? Yeah.
Here's a story.
okay. Tell some stories.
Okay, so set the scene.
Yeah. Okay. Said it.
Middle of the fucking day. Middle of a nice, beautiful, sunny day, Vancouver.
I can picture it.
I'm working downtown, right? Call comes up on the little computer in an ambulance. Boop, boop. You're going code 3, which is lights and sirens, to 123 West Pender Street.
Okay, is
This address means nothing to me because I don't fucking know anything about Vancouver, right?
that downtown?
Yeah.
Pender Street. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, great. We'll go cruising. We're cruising. Usually we get a nice little synopsis of what's going on, right? You're like, oh,
23-year-old male. Blah blah blah.
exactly, right? We get man down.
Oh
At
shit.
an address. You're like, well, that's a little bit weird, right? Like, so we go flying there, and you know what I mean? There's like 122, 124, 125. As we're going, we're like, oh, fuck, where's this? You know what I mean? So we stopped the ambulance, and right where there should be like 123, there's these just like giant black, like foreboding doors. Like these just giant, right? And I'm like, what the fuck, right? And it's a man down, so you got to take it a little, you put a little pep in your step. We got to go figure out what's going on. So I'm like, it's got to be it. You know what I mean? It looks like it's like a business, but there's no fucking signage. There's no nothing. So I'm like, okay, whatever, right? Rap on the door, bop, bop, bop. And like, these doors are like, just to give you an idea, like these are the type of doors you'd think where like a fucking little thing would slide open and you'd see
And a
some
guy-
eyes and they'd be like,
What's the
what's the
password?
password? See, huh? Right? And I'm like, fuck, like, so I'm rapping on this door and then the door slowly slides open and this fucking guy like sticks his head out and guy looks exactly like the fucking dean from Community. Like, oh, hey guys, like just come right in. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, oh, like, okay. So in my head immediately, I'm like, obviously there's nothing wrong. This guy's in a perfectly good, chipper, happy mood, or bad stuff happens all the time here and he's not shook at all by it.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he's totally used to bad shit happening or everything's fine. So as we're walking in, I'm like, I'm looking around, I'm like, this place is actually nice. Like it looks like it's like as we're walking in, I'm like, this is like an expensive men's health club.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's fucking jack dudes walking by in towels and
No.
you know what I mean? And then next thing you see a couple fucking Tony Sopranos walking by. You know what I mean? And I'm like, where the fuck are we? And the guy's like, it's just down the stairs to the left. So we're like, okay, cool.
Is that when you started hearing that?
I'm not even fucking exaggerating. That's exactly what happens. Okay.
This
Out of
sounds like
nowhere-
there's a blade party
Okay,
happening.
out of nowhere,
That's
fucking
Blade for sure.
Blade, as we come through these fucking doors.
Scream!
And I'm here. You just instantly have this smell of like eucalyptus and like menthol, right?
Yeah.
As there's these old dudes just blowing by you, like they got to get the fuck out of here. Like there's some pep in their step, right? And as I'm walking by, I can see my partner. He's kind of like looking around, and this hallway is just like, as far as you can see, there's these flat screen TVs. Like you're at like a pub, like a sports bar. You know how they have
TVs
just
everywhere.
covered. There's all these fucking flat screen TVs, and there's just techno blaring. And I'm like walking, and you know what I mean? I got a job, dude. I'm not looking at fucking TV. But my partner kind of like gives me a weird look, and I like look over, and I'm like, oh, that man has his penis in another man's mouth on this TV, and on the other TV, this man's having some other type of insertion with a few other men. And I'm like, where the fuck am I? Like, what the fuck is happening, right? So they bring us down this hallway, and then we go through this door, and it's like those fucking old mob movies that you've seen, where there's all these old fat guys sitting in these like steam baths, right? And I'm like, okay, somebody must have had a jammer in one of these baths, like whatever. And they're like, no, we're keep on going. There's another level, man. So we go down another set of stairs, and I'm like, oh my fucking God. Like, where are we going? And all you can hear is this screaming. So I'm like, okay, he's
Sex dungeon.
I'm like, he's obviously alive because he's screaming. No big deal. We get there, we open the doors, and there's this fucking 300-pound naked man on top of this 100-pound maybe fucking little guy, and the little guy is screaming. He's screaming, and I'm like, hey, just hold on. Like, and I go up and I go to check the pulse on the big guy because he's not responding. Well, he's fucking no pulse. He's dead.
Oh shit.
Oh, yeah, so we gotta we're trying to like wrench this fucking guy off of this little guy that's on the ground.
Please don't tell me you're having to wrench him out of him as well.
100%.
Oh,
100%. And I'm talking,
So he's face down.
he's fucking sweaty and
Disgusting.
like lubed up, and I'm like trying to grab these fucking arms, and I can't just sliding right off this guy. We finally get a grip of him, flop him over. Buddy gets up, takes off out the doors, and I was like, grab the AED. I'm like, we got to start working this guy.
Attach the pad.
So my partner's fucking doing CPR. I'm grabbing the fucking AED, and like I'm trying to stick these fucking pads on the guy. You can't because he's got so much hair on him and he's so slippery. I had to pull out a little razor and I'm shaving this fucking guy's chest. Like it was the fucking worst thing ever.
Jesus.
Not to mention the entire time he had a giant erect penis. The whole fucking time.
He's going rigor mortis now.
Oh man, no, rigor doesn't set in for a while.
Oh, okay.
But he's like rigor fucking Viagra.
So when you
Like,
die, your boner stays. What you're saying?
no, he had just died, right?
Right.
So it was like fresh fucking wood.
Viagra would.
Yeah, like, and I'm like
Did you get him back?
We're trying to put fucking towels on it to like cover it up because you're doing CPR and it's going fucking like this. Like it was horrifying.
Did you get him
It's
back? Did you get him
horrifying.
back?
Of course.
Okay. Do you think that's a high now that he's like, oh,
I died doing it.
I need to fucking.
Oh yeah.
He's like
Autoerotic
I-
asphyxiation.
Yeah, he's
man.
like, I saw the door.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's fucked up.
It was super.
You brought him
fucked up.
back. He's
Super
okay.
fucked up. Well, I won't say that or not. I don't say. And
Whatever it is.
all this stuff I'm talking about is all hypothetical.
Hypothetical,
And it
yeah.
happened to a friend of a friend of mine.
friend. Of
Friend
course.
of friend, yeah.
Yep, 100%.
We all know
That's
that. Disclosure.
Yeah.
hate to be that friend.
Yeah. Right? Yeah.
We
That
got
friend that friend isn't sleeping well. I'll tell you
Yeah.
that much.
Get some questions. I like this one. Steven Estep. Why don't you guys do trailers for upcoming episodes yet? LOL. Because we don't record them far enough in advance. We don't even know what we're going to do.
Seems like too much work.
Dude, I'll tell you this. I was mentioning the Hysteria 51 boys and us. We've been trying to get a cross show going forever.
forever.
And I couldn't remember why they kind of chirped us because we hadn't been on their show. So I was like, no, fuck it, let's do it. And then I instantly remembered why we can't ever get on their show. Because I messaged them and they're like, I was like, yeah, when do you want to do it? Like next weekend, the weekend after? They're like, yeah, when we're booked till like May. And I was like,
oh.
you have your shows booked till May? I was like, fuck, man, we don't have our show for next Sunday booked. Like,
Yeah, you don't even know what we're doing
Yeah,
until
we're
like
off the
20
cuff,
minutes before
man.
the podcast.
Oh, we're 1 week out.
Yeah.
What are we doing next week? This.
Yeah,
All right.
all
Get going.
everyone start working. So that's why we don't do trailers. You know what we've talked about doing though? We're gonna start doing some trailers for some of our Patreon stuff. We've talked about doing that.
Yeah. It's
a good idea.
ad-free podcast. There's only 2 ways to make money on a podcast: ads or supporters.
And we want supporters.
We want supporters.
We don't want. We fucking hate ads.
They suck.
So
Supporters are beauties.
yeah.
And when you support a show, you feel more connected to it. Isn't there like some science behind that?
Yeah, and I like that because our fans feel so fucking connected that they can just fucking make fun of us relentlessly,
Relentlessly.
on
Oh, yeah.
all the fucking comments.
Oh yeah.
Jesus Christ.
But they're comedians, though. Fucking comedians.
God
Yeah.
forbid you ever get a picture taken of you at the gym without shoes on. Holy
shit.
fuck, man. Like, what? Like,
Just getting roasted. I loved it.
Oh,
well, it's
Jesus
funny because like,
Christ.
I love it when one of you guys is getting roasted, and then the second I start getting roasted, I'm like, fuck these people.
yeah, what the fuck is this? You don't know me.
You don't know me.
You don't know me.
And then they're saying stuff where it's like, oh shit, do they know me?
Yeah. That's way too
Guess
accurate.
they know me pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess that's what happens when you listen to me talk for over 100 hours. We
More
got-
questions? Wait, are you on Facebook or
Hey,
Instagram?
I was on Facebook. This one's weird because I don't know when I ever did this. Henry Cage said, "How does Braden do a spot-on impressions? His Byron is perfect." When have I ever done a Byron?
I think you tried
It
doing
was-
an Australian once.
It was probably just Byron in the fucking.
It was probably
studio
Byron was
that
here.
didn't know,
Yeah. Byron was probably doing a Braden.
I'll
doing
be
a Byron.
honest, because your accents fucking suck.
Yeah, they're not
No, I'm
good.
pretty sure some people have said before, like, Braden thinks people think you're more than one character.
Yeah, they
People
do.
thought you were
really?
Mr. Conspiracy at one time.
Yeah. I'm 100%.
I wouldn't be surprised if
I
some people
think-
think you're Byron.
I think sometimes people think I'm Mr. Conspiracy.
No, people have 100% come when we meet them in person. They're like, "You do both voices, right?" And I'm like,
Really?
"Yeah," and I'm like, "No, he's a person. He's a real person. I am not Mr.
it's legit.
Conspiracy."
And then you're like, I go back and listen to a few where Mr. Conspiracy's on. I'm like, they're talking over each other. That'd
Yeah.
be really impressive.
Yeah, that's some. What's the like
Ventriloquist
They're
shit.
fighting with each other right
Yeah.
now. Like, how does that happen?
They're actually strangling each other
Yeah.
right now in the studio.
Have people started writing fanfics about you yet?
Fan fiction about us?
I don't think so.
If they have, we haven't got it.
And I hope it's X-rated when we do get it.
We've got a lot of great fan art.
Yeah. Oh,
Haven't
fan
got-
art's great.
Haven't got any fan-made biographies yet.
Let me tell you, the fan art of Dan might be the most spot on.
It's exactly Dan.
That is exactly
It's so
Dan.
funny.
The
His
best part about that is because we're fucking talking in Discord one day about going to the Eye of the Sahara, and I was like, I made a joke about, you know what? If we're going, I'm bringing my hat and my whip like Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
And Dan's like, you'd be short round and I'd be Indy. And I was like, I wrote back, I was like, Dan, you look exactly like Sulla from fucking Indiana Jones. And then the person posts that picture.
Yeah,
It's fucking Sulla. I'm like, it's the
and
same.
then you beat him after. You're like, yeah, that's right.
right? Like, fuck
Oh,
you.
man. Dan. Let's make fun of Dan because he's not here to defend himself. This is
Oh, man. That
Yeah,
was
Dan's
funny.
out. Dan's not in the studio.
no Dan. Dan knew we were gonna be fast and loose, and he's like, "You boys have a time.
Yeah.
I don't want to listen to this shit."
It's
Yeah,
not
I'll see
structured.
you on the next case file.
Dan's a beauty.
Fucking love
Best
Dan.
addition to the podcast.
He's
Don't
hilarious.
let him know that.
Yeah, don't tell him.
We don't
Dude,
want his value to.
he
get any
is
higher than
this
he knows.
podcast.
We don't want him to know.
Yeah, we can't inflate him.
Yeah, we can't inflate him. If anyone's listening to this, because Dan probably won't listen to this one, just because it's just us. And I think he only likes listening to himself because then he learns some more things.
I said that wrong.
Shit.
I'll fix that for next time.
Yeah.
Oh, he takes notes on himself.
Yeah.
Critiques himself.
But he just tell him, be like, every now and then throw a comment and be like, yeah, Dan, you could really do it, Dan. Without Dan, it wouldn't change much.
Yeah, really
Just to
knock him,
keep him deflated a
Yeah,
little bit, right? We
let,
want him
let the air out of the tires
Yeah.
a bit.
knock him down just enough to keep
Yeah.
him, but not enough so he leaves.
Yeah.
It's like when you
because we don't want him to get too big where he thinks he can leave and be. We don't want him to Freddie Mercury. Us,
no,
right?
it's
leave
like
the band.
it's like when you date a girl that's hotter than you. You can't. You know what I mean?
Well, you
gotta
gotta put her down.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
They're settlers, and you're reaching. And you're
Exactly.
like,
Yeah, we're the reachers. Dan's the settler.
Exactly. You can't let them know that. That's the key.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
You really gonna wear those shoes? Nah.
Dude, it would take one bigger podcast to be like, hey, Dan, would you like to be on a bigger show? And then we'd be like, oh, we're fucked.
We'll give you money.
Dad would never leave.
No, Dan loves the fucking
He
podcast.
loves the show.
And we love you, Dan.
Let me tell you something. Dan fucking, before we started this podcast when we lived in Thailand, all Dan listened to was conspiracy podcasts, and he would nonstop be like,
This
"These
podcast
are-
sucks.
They're all shit, man." He's like, either the quality is so bad it's hard to listen to, or the people are so fucking crazy that I just
Don't
can't,
wanna listen
I
to
can't listen to them at all.
So sometimes, like if I'm a last minute addition to a podcast, I like to do a little bit of homework, but I got to fit it in, right? So I'll listen to a podcast when I'm at the gym. You know what I mean? I can't. Every time I try to listen to a fucking conspiracy podcast to try and learn something, I shut it off halfway through because they're terrible.
There's good conspiracy
man.
podcasts.
There is good
Then
ones.
I'm downloading all the wrong ones.
Yeah.
As far as conspiracy podcast goes, ours is low on the list.
Yeah.
As far as, maybe the quality and the comedic relief is higher. But there's some podcasts that are like, they know everything about conspiracy.
It's
Know
like,
every
it's
fucking
like
thing.
all Dan's. It's
a bunch
crazy.
of Dan just researching.
Yeah.
They're in.
And I would be into those ones. It's the ones with this fucking dry humor.
But a lot of times, the ones who are like really into it sometimes don't have the best quality. It makes it hard to like.
Yeah.
If you get into it, you can listen and you're good. But if you're like just doing by first listen, you're like, no. But-
Yeah, we got another question here. Do you guys plan on coming to Western USA, Montana, Washington, Idaho, etc.? Caden Hitchens. Yeah, well, man, we've been planning. We want to do a Bigfoot camp at one time.
Hey, that's our neck of the woods. That's not that far.
Yeah, fuck.
All those places are within
Hey,
8 or 10
Caden.
hours.
When are you thinking of coming to Western Canada, you little bitch? Well, how come we got to come to you?
Yeah, get up here.
No shit.
Fuck demanding.
Fuck.
We've told you all we're from Kelowna.
Yeah,
It's not that far.
Yeah, it's probably if you're in anywhere in Washington, it's under 10 hours probably.
If you're in Seattle, it's 6. If you're
Yeah.
in Bellingham, it's 5.
Yeah.
If you're in Oroville, it's 2. So let's get up
Yeah,
there.
man, we can fucking dust off one of those little fold-out chairs and you can sit here and stare at us while we
That's
talk.
exactly-
What the fuck are
No,
you
no,
gonna
he
do here?
sits on the outside. He looks
Yeah.
through the glass. No, we've been planning. We want to do more. Alien Con, I think, is going to be the launching pad for us doing live shows. We're really going big off the start.
We're going to start on the biggest conference.
I would really love to do small brewery pubs or something, right? Like
Oh.
a tasting room, an hour, and then we do just drinks after.
Well, we said when we get to a certain Patreon threshold, we're going to pursue live shows in the Pacific Northwest.
We're
so
getting very close.
we're
to
getting
that.
close.
dude. Because we could do an O'Flans show, like an O'Flans hour.
Like a local pub,
Well, I'm just saying it doesn't have to be O'Flans, but,
but like a pub like that.
yeah,
You get
right.
40, 50 people.
yeah.
That'd be sweet.
That'd be fun.
Drink some beers, and then we shoot the shit with some conspiracies.
Do a live, like something like this live.
Yeah.
Take questions. Make
Yeah.
some jokes about
Well, I think we
prior
talk-
podcasts.
I think we talk more conspiracies.
Yeah, we do like a
On the live
case
show,
file,
yeah.
but then it'd be like both shows in one. You
Yeah.
get like the show, and then we hang out and drink a few beers.
Oh yeah, 100%. James Bell, if you are in a simulated reality, who do you think the programmer is, and who created that programmer? Oh,
we've
Jesus!
gone down that rabbit
oh man,
hole.
that's a never-ending rabbit hole of us going for the next. Well, we figured out that programmer, but who programmed him?
What was that case file 52?
52. Go listen to that one, man.
We went around for 2 hours in a circle.
Yeah, in a circle, so drunk, yelling with Drew Baca.
Started off not that drunk by about hour 1.5. We were just going back and forth.
Man, Drew Baca hit the fucking best theorizing jackpot coming on that one.
That was a great one.
That was the
I
best
a great time
theorizing
going on
one.
that one.
Yeah. Fucking that guy's a beauty. But even my brother said he's a beauty.
You know, we have some other top tier Patreon supporters waiting, and
We got to get him on.
it's so hard.
It's hard.
We try and say like, come on, this time no one can. So I think what we're gonna do, if you're a top tier supporter and you're listening right now, we're gonna post like 1 week in advance. We're recording this night.
Who can come?
Who can come?
We also want to do Discord. So if you're a Patreon supporter, and if you're not, get on there. You can go on Discord. We're going to unlock a group chat, and we're going to have kind of like group theorizing sessions. We come on and we talk about a topic and just shoot the shit about it. I think that'd be pretty cool.
We're trying. We got a bunch of stuff on the.
Oh, plans
burner
are
here.
2021. 2021. That's
Remember the year.
2021. I'm quitting my job. I'm going to do this full time. We'll see.
If the trend continues, you can do
Maybe,
it. If
maybe.
not, if we peak and that's over, so we're done.
Well, I to be honest, I thought we were going to peak back at 300 listeners. So when Case-Wild 1 hit like 60 plays, I was like, oh, we peaked.
I remember thinking when we got to like 30, I was like, you know what? If we can get to 100, like call that the last one, I'm happy with that. That'd be sweet.
Man, last month, January, was a good month for the theorists for stats-wise.
It really renewed some goals. We're like, all right, you know what?
Oh, yeah. Man,
You can just talk about anything.
yeah, it was a big month, man. Big month.
Fun times.
What else we got? Have you heard of Odd Acres in the Ozarks? Check it out.
Is that the show, The Ozarks? Ozark?
Odd Acres.
That's a
I
cool
don't know.
show.
Yeah, it's a really good show, but I haven't heard that. I don't know.
Odd
anything
Acres,
about the Odd
no.
Acres.
Andrew, you Googling Odd Acres?
Yes, sir.
Andrew's our young Jamie from Joe Rogan podcast.
Yeah.
But he's just on his phone. He can't do anything technical.
No, I'm fucking illiterate. I'm the worst person to be the young Jamie.
Abel Jimenez. Alien Ghosts. Thoughts?
Same, one and the same.
Yeah. What's the difference?
Really?
There is-
If ghosts and if aliens are interdimensional, ghosts probably are too. It's probably something similar.
Oh, it's just
I'm going with that. Ghosts.
Okay.
Oh,
You
wait,
want to know how good of a young Jamie I am?
Yeah, let's hear it.
I just keep finding fucking ads for dog kennels. Second. So
All right, so
I'm just gonna put my phone away.
A good dog kennel.
Yeah,
in
Odd
the
Acres.
Ozarks.
in the Ozarks.
Kennel in Indiana.
Christy Villardo. Will you guys do more paranormal podcasts? Please, more Ouija board sessions. Love you guys.
Fuck that.
Bring Andrew.
Some chick commented on our thing. She's like, "Yeah, you guys should go to the haunted house, but only if Andrew comes." Why do you want to see me fucking
Do you
miserable?
want to see? People want to see you squirm.
I
Yeah,
squirm
man.
hard.
Yeah, he's a little baby.
I'm serious
Little
though.
bitch.
Like, I don't know if I've talked about this yet, but you guys have all heard of Riverview, right? The old psych
The
hospital.
insane
Oh yeah,
asylum.
yeah,
In
100%,
Coquitlam?
man.
Yeah.
So one of our ambulance stations is
there?
on the property.
Oh, it's
It
crazy.
used to be the living quarters for the fire chief who hung himself in the basement.
The fire cheap.
Chief
Oh.
who hung himself in the basement. I bet you during a night shift we could sneak in and do a Ouija board in the basement where he hung himself.
You know what? That's funny that
you said it.
You said
We're
it because
in.
I'm like that'd be a hard sell for me because
But by when I say we, I mean I can supervise.
the royal
you guys
of
can
like
get
you guys
yeah,
and not me.
and you guys could
No,
get possessed.
You said it.
Here's the
You're
thing.
in.
We've talked about doing another Ouija board session, but three things we wanted to do differently is we want someone to run us through because you can do like opening ceremonies kind of thing.
Well,
where
like
you're
a person who does seances, like someone to lead the thing.
Yeah, lead the thing. We want to get a legit board and not a fucking Hasbro board.
Want something made with like real blood.
Yeah, or like a fucking. We talked about maybe trying to get our hands on a demon board.
Demon board would be cool.
And then doing it somewhere fucking that has some fucking spooky
Riverview
would be that would be the place. But now we just need the other two things. But the problem is I think any legit person who leads these things would be like,
Fuck you.
don't do this here.
Yeah.
Totally, dude. My grandma used to work at Riverview, and she told me stories like just bizarre fucking shit.
Creepy shit.
Yeah, man, it's fucking crazy.
Also, I think we should do a case file on the true story behind True Detective season 1. It's fucked.
I don't know the story
It's
behind
fucked. I'll send you guys all links.
that. Sure.
Yeah, it's really good.
I like those kind of true crime ones.
Paranormal and true crime, my favorite.
That's your jam.
Yeah, I love that shit.
Conspiracy and aliens, second tier.
Well, it's just because I'm a hater.
What do you each believe happens after death?
I believe you get absorbed by the soil and get
Your
grown
body
into.
gets absorbed.
Yeah. Oh, your energy? What happens to your energy?
When you think about it, everything technically is energy. And if our physics says, what's the law? Law of conservation of mass.
Yeah.
No energy is created or destroyed, just changed. If your consciousness is really just energy, I don't know if you go into another.
But could you go into like growing?
Here's the thing.
Growing the trees?
Time is just a construct. I believe you just come back as someone else, and we're all the same thing, the same energy, living at all the same time.
Well, man, we've said it before. everything's just like you are just pretty much the universe.
That's why you all feel connected. That's why you fucking hate people, because the people you hate, the people you really fucking hate, it's because you look at them and you're like,
That's me.
there's a little bit of me in you, you motherfucker, and that's the part of me I hate.
Yeah.
And that's a big part of you.
I think you die, you die. Your
you're-
candle gets blown out and it's gone.
The universe created consciousness somehow. Consciousness is you.
Candle burned out long before legends everywhere.
No. The universe creates itself. You are the universe. I don't know if you become someone else, but like that part of you, I don't think ever dies. Well, really, does anything really die if it just changes? Just your organic cells die.
I don't know, man. I think everyone feels connected because we're all the same energy. And your consciousness is running like, I'm gonna one day, it's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna live in Zelly's life, slaying girls in grade 8.
Oh, yeah.
One time.
9, boys.
Grade
9.
And then, that'll be my life one time. But for this, I'm stuck in this one, so I gotta.
It's not grade 9's not a good time.
Let me
for
tell you,
anybody.
Not for any of us.
Let me tell you guys, when you guys come through this body, you're in for a rough ride.
The post pizza shop, Braden.
Oh man, rough. You know what I found out it was? I always blamed the pizza shop
Movie theater.
for me getting fat, and it wasn't. It was the fucking movie theater, because I recently found out that a large popcorn is like 1,000 calories,
You ate 3 large popcorns
and I
a
would
night.
crush fucking popcorn.
Did you ever double oil them?
all the time,
Yeah,
dude?
yeah.
Double oiling them, double salt.
Yeah, we used to
fucking
do that.
Butter them up.
Smarties, throw some Smarties in there.
and M&Ms.
Yeah.
I was probably crushing like over 2,000 calories a night working at the theater.
2 years
alone.
straight.
Yeah. I was like, that's when.
Well, that coupled with the point where you didn't really work out there for a while.
yeah. That was the fat Braden. I should find.
I didn't like he didn't work out until fucking
Like
So I met you
very
really
recently.
3 or 4 years ago.
I worked out with Zell a little bit. Like every now and then, like you'd go to the gym, I'd come with you every now.
Yeah,
and
but
then.
when this
A couple times.
when this fucking guy came back from Thailand, I was like, okay.
Time to
Dude,
I
I
was like, you gotta-
I was slim when I came back from Thailand. I was a fucking butterball when I went to Thailand.
Well, yeah, and then you started getting back to Butterball Braden.
Butterball Braden after Thailand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you started
Just because
getting
you came back to Western food, which is
yeah.
way
Yeah.
higher calorie.
delicious.
weren't working. They were just fucking being.
But now look at
bum.
now he's a
Yeah.
beast
Yeah.
Yeah.
with bad
Brick
knee.
shithouse
Beast with a
Yeah.
bad knee.
as a unit.
Yeah. You were so rattled at that.
I think
I'm a
people
fucking
called you a unit on Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then someone put an alien head, and I was like, "That's way better."
Yeah, that's a
Alien Braden.
My friend Freddie Fingerbanger on Instagram.
Freddie Finger Banger,
Yeah, he is.
the wizard on the Photoshop.
Let me tell you something. He lives in Nanaimo, and if you ever are in anywhere on Vancouver Island, any listeners on Vancouver Island, you want a fucking good time, you want to go out for a night and have a fucking blast, go on Instagram, look up Freddie Fingerbanger, add him as a friend, and say Braden from this podcast sent you.
Wait, you know this guy?
Yeah, he's a fucking gem, dude. He's
You know him before the podcast or through the podcast?
I know him through just living up north.
Cool.
I've heard some stories.
Yeah,
He's a
dude.
fucking beauty.
He's a beauty. He's hilarious. And you're going to have a good time, and you're going to get 1,000 stories from going out with this guy for one night. He fucking knows everyone, and it's going to be wild. So look, Freddie Fingerbanger.
Boom.
You can add him on Instagram. He's pretty funny.
There you go.
What do you guys think of Native American / First Nation people reference sky people in some of their stories? Aliens? Hashtag look it up.
Yep.
From Ryan Morgan. Yeah, 100%. Even when like the Egyptians and shit, they point to people like coming down in ships. You're like, what else could that be?
It's
Realistically.
scientifically, it's just like you're just talking about. Oh, who's he?
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Dun 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 dun.
All right, hold on. Hold on.
on.
Before we announce anything, I really want to practice my Byron impression one more time. So someone
Someone said you did a really good Byron impression.
said that I did a spot on Byron impression, and we just thought that Byron was probably in studio. So, do we need to take a break here to?
Oh no, but the mic's on. I think Byron, just grab a chair.
Excellent.
There's no microphones. You gotta just listen to just use your normal ears
Yeah.
or no headphones.
You
I should
can
say.
have mine sooner than later, anyways.
Oh, the power hour's almost over. We got
Mulder or Scully? Scully.
Scully. Oh yeah,
Oh man, I would.
babe.
Yeah, dude, she has gotten.
I think she's more of a babe now.
Yeah, she's gotten better with age, man. Gillian Anderson.
Byron brings in a gigantic beer.
Yeah, good for you.
I'm gonna say Mulder.
In a sweat. Are you wearing no shirt under that sweatsuit? Oh, you are. Oh, that's too bad. That's too bad.
Better no shirt. Yeah, grab that drum stool.
But that's just because I got to give him a shout out back to Red Shoe Diaries.
That's true.
I had a lot of firsts with fucking.
You always
Mulder.
forget that's him. It's so weird.
I'll never forget.
Byron, your microphone. There's a microphone line right there. You have to hold it though. With you. Yeah. Is it working?
Do we need to get him a headset or anything?
Are we good?
I don't know.
Hold on. Time. All right, Zella's gonna figure it out. Hold on. Let's get another question here. Yeah, Byron. Someone said, "How does Braden do such spot-on impressions? His Byron impression is spot on." I was like, I don't think I've ever done one.
Not from memory. I don't remember you saying anything.
No. Well, I would have never done it in front of you.
Well, let's fucking hear it.
I would have done it. I would have done it making fun of you while you were here.
Well, I wasn't here.
Let's fucking hear it.
I don't even know how to start.
Just give her.
Let's Byron, what's something you would say?
You need to go get another bloody frothy from the Canadian fridge.
I do. You talk too fast. I can't even say that.
As long as it's not put another shrimp on the barbie. That's all. As long as it's not
That's
that.
probably what I
Prawns.
said. That's probably what I said. No
Put
lie.
another shrimp
Someone's
on the
like-
barbie.
I was like, oh, I love Byron.
Is that
Put
working,
another
Zal?
shrimp on the barbie.
I'm good. Sweet.
Let's see. Hold on. I want the newest comments first. Getting a lot of comments here.
I saw some comments from the post yesterday from, no, it must have been Friday. I was wondering where Byron was, gone missing. The other one's like, oh, that's what he looks like? I don't know if that was a compliment or a dig.
Dude, and then everyone else was making fun
Just
of
getting stuck into you.
Yeah, everybody else is getting roasted. Like,
everyone else was getting roasted.
apparently, I lost a contest. I don't know what the fuck that means.
Yeah, I didn't get that either. I was like, Jessica, I was like,
God damn
Andrew
it,
lost
my
a
beer.
bet. I was like, what bet did he
Yeah,
lose?
I don't know. I probably did lose a bet, but I
Yeah.
don't know which one.
What color are Braden's pants? Asking for a friend.
Midnight blue.
Midnight blue.
Skin tone.
Really make
Yeah.
my eyes pop.
Yeah.
Have you guys heard anything about the Gushikin house property in Kelowna being haunted?
Oh, that's the Father
Specifically,
Pandozzi.
Oh yeah.
The laneway in front of the old cedar trees.
That's Father Pandozzi, right?
I think so.
This is from Desiree Ellingson. We have a fan from Kelowna that none of us know personally.
There's more people in Kelowna that listen, I think, than we know for sure.
It's hilarious when people on Facebook message me and be like, "Man, I just realized that you're on a podcast I listen to." It's fucking hilarious.
No one.
One of my like good buddies. It was one of them, which is
Found
fucking
out after the fact.
Yeah, like I played football with this guy for years. Good buddy of mine. Fucking spent a lot of time with him, and he's like, fucking weird, man. I'm like, yeah, that is pretty weird.
That is weird.
Yeah.
Gushikin house property in Kelowna. Specifically, I've never
Isn't
heard
that
that.
Father
That's
Pandozzi?
That's Father Pandozzi, I think.
No.
Oh, is that farmhouse?
Yeah, there's, like,
way out there?
Old,
It's up in, but like
Kind of by your
mom's place. Yeah.
house.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I know.
Yeah, we were talking about that the night of when we tried to do that.
We talked about
Ouija
going
board
there.
stuff.
Yeah, I talked about. I thought that'd be a
That
good
night.
place.
Yeah,
We could try that one though. People want us to do another Ouija board.
I'm down.
Yeah, as he shakes his head, no. I'm
No.
down.
I'm down. I'm down.
Just get another bottle of Jim for
Honey
Oh, I
Jack.
was
Honey
fucking
Jack.
drunk.
That with the
Holy
caffeine pills and whatever else
fuck.
you were on.
ECA stack,
Yeah. Oh,
thinning out my blood. Yeah, it was
real
good.
thin. Have you guys heard of the Planetary Activation Organization? Their mission is to prepare the world for first contact with the Galactic Federation. What? They're pretty weird, but be prepared. Their website is beautifully awful and is full of content.
Is that run by Tom DeLonge? Or?
I've never heard of it. We're gonna have to look that up.
The Planetary Activation Organization.
PAO.
The Galactic Federation, like fucking Star Wars?
I guess.
No,
so.
that's Star Trek, isn't it?
I don't fucking know, man.
Mix-
I
mix-
don't
I
know how
haven't
any of
watched
this stuff works.
Galactic Federation.
All right.
Yeah, I think that's
Oh,
more
man.
Star Trek.
Yeah, I don't.
Whatever it is.
What about Loch Ness
I hope
monsters
so.
or other aquatic beasts?
Real.
Buddy, we got one here.
Go on here.
Pogo,
Ogo
pogo.
Pogo.
Yeah.
Ooga booga.
Pogo.
Hey, me and Dan did a ATT Confidential where we talked about just lake monsters. So, who is this? Lance Lynch. Get on our Patreon because I don't know if we've released it yet, but me and Dan talk about sea serpents and other monsters, and the amount of pogos in Canada
There's a lot of pogos.
Is ridiculous. They've got a fucking Manipogo, fucking Ogopogo, Saskapogo. I was like, Ogopogo's not even original. It's fucking, there's pogos everywhere.
There you go.
All these pogos the lakes are all connected by underground tunnels, people say.
Yeah.
And there's just a big network of family of these
Pogos.
pogos.
Just one pogo.
Just one pogo, multiple lakes.
Yeah.
Across.
Or the tentacles coming out in each one.
Could be. Oh, it's just a massive
Oh,
beast.
just stuck.
The Kraken.
Or it's a large sturgeon.
Well,
Or
I've heard stories that there's sturgeon in the lake bigger than humans, like
Oh yeah.
100%.
11
yeah, but
foot
no one's ever caught one.
big.
No, people
It's
have
so
caught
deep.
big
It's
ass
100,
sturgeons.
what, 280 meters deep in its deepest part?
I think it might be a rumor.
Really?
I don't think that no one's ever pulled one up. I don't think.
Doug said his mate, Doug Work,
Yeah, Doug's a liar.
basically.
fucking
Fucking
Doug.
Doug.
Grumpy Doug.
Think of
Grumpy
Billy Bob
Doug.
Thornton. Okay,
Yeah,
Billy
when I
Bob
first
Thornton.
moved
Yeah.
here and I started
Except
working, I just
grumpier.
like straight away I was like, "That's Billy Bob Thornton." Just an angry old man. Anyway, he had a mate that used to go scuba diving around near the bridge here in Kelowna and said he was doing it until he started seeing fish the size of himself.
No, he
down
probably
there
just saw the
and
statue of the
bailed.
Ogopogo in the bottom of the lake.
Could be.
Fuck.
Dude, Doug is so fun to work with.
Oh, he was
Doug
great.
Word.
I used to work
retired.
construction with Doug, and Doug's just so fucking miserable all the time.
Mm-hmm.
He's a guy who has hated his job since he was like 20, and he kept
Just kept going to piss
Kept doing
other
it.
people off. He
Yeah.
stayed working
and
just
he,
to aggravate other people.
yeah, and like now
I love
he's-
it.
He doesn't even retire. He's just like, no, I just like coming in and just fucking chewing people out.
Just annoying the shit out of
Except
people.
no one, like, everyone loves Doug, but no one respects him getting mad, so everyone just gives it back to him twice as hard as he gets it,
Yeah.
and he's fucking rattled. Oh, Byron's just turned up. Were we having issues with Byron before? He just wasn't through the headphones. Okay, well, that's all good then. If you could call Bohemian Grove, what would you ask the person on the other end of the telephone? Can I come? That's what I ask. Can I come? Where's our invite?
Oh, yeah, how are you supposed to know what's going on there if you don't actually go?
Yeah. So I can I come?
I think you can. Maybe you can go if you have like fucking $20,000 a plate or whatever it is.
A plate? Like there's a dinner?
It's like a whole week party.
yeah.
You gotta pay
Oh.
like 20 grand or
You're
something.
gonna
to go
eat
there.
fucking orphans and have a giant orgy.
We haven't really
Great.
talked about Bohemian Grove, but it's pretty much the world's elite go.
I don't know,
World's
man.
elite males go to this Bohemian Grove in California and do weird shit.
Alex Jones went there and he's never been the same ever since.
He posted those couple videos and
Yeah.
corrupted him to the core.
We got Zach right here. What's each of your favorite bands?
Oh, you can't answer that. One band?
God,
band?
I can't do that. I can give you a list.
Lucky Monkey.
Oh,
Ah, nice. That's
Oh
nice.
wow!
Lucky
Stole
Monkey,
the show.
Spotify,
Stole the show.
Lucky Monkey, Spotify, Tidal, any streaming service.
Well-
LuckyMonkeyMusic.com, Lucky Monkey Music on Facebook, Instagram.
Just to give you, like, right now, Zelly's wearing a Red Hot Chili Pepper shirt.
Good band.
I'm
You
wearing
got a Kiss one on.
I got a fucking Kiss shirt on. Like,
I don't
there's
know.
some fucking music fans here.
Let's do current favorite. What do you listen to right now?
I'm on a huge Every Time I Die kick right now.
Okay.
You know what though? But like for me, if honestly, it's really tough to give you a favorite band. But the
I can
band
give you
that
one. I can
that's
give you one.
changed my life the most is Metallica.
I can give
Fair.
you one. My favorite band that I've listened to probably the longest and come back to the most. Tragically Hip. 100%.
Oh, it's a good
Canadian
good call.
classic right there.
I fucking love every song. I always come back to
Rest in peace to Gord.
Yeah.
Fucking rights. R.I.P. Gord.
We got some more. We got any more beers?
I got
Am I
heaps
gonna
out
have to
there.
do a
Well,
beer?
we got more beer, but
All right.
we got to end this one pretty quick and do that. We got a second one
Oh
coming
yeah,
up.
yeah. All good.
One I've been listening to a fair bit at the moment, and with school as well, just playing him in the gym with the kids and stuff, is DJ Hot Dub Time. Hot Dub Time Machine.
I was really hoping you were going to say something didgeridoo.
Wait, is that the guy?
Xavier Rudd.
Wait, is that the guy who just does like big mashups?
Yep. But he does like time, like he starts like in the 1960s and goes through. It's one of the best
It's
live
like
gigs
1
I've
hour
been to.
of like changing music.
just mixing up. Yep, and he actually does a lot of podcasts and stuff as well. Like his history knowledge of music is really deep too. So it's
a
not
big fan of
just
music.
Yeah, he does all podcasts and stuff and interviews and research about history of music and that sort of thing too. So it's not just some guy out there mashing music together. He actually has a lot of knowledge behind all the stuff he does, which is good.
But realistically, you really like Men at Work. That's got to be your favorite band, right? It has to be. It has to
Not
be.
bad.
No, I think I'm going with current bands. Old new Rival Sons album just came out. Fell
Oh,
Roots.
it's fucking good.
man, I like how they record it. It sounds so live.
They fucking rock. Like,
Rival
there's no-
Sons are just fucking awesome.
They fucking rock.
They're like a weird mix between like old blues and like modern modern hard rock.
Okay, if we're talking about recent shit, like what am I listening to right now?
Yeah, like right now.
Oh, buddy, fucking Black Pistol Fire.
Oh, I was just gonna say them too.
Black Pistol Fire.
Ever since we went to their show.
Oh my god, I honestly, I get a fucking erection every time that shit comes. Suffocation Blues. My neck was sore for a week.
Yeah. Oh, that was a great show.
You know what I mean? A 2-man band made me fucking break my neck
Like
at a live concert.
He was so good, man.
Oh, dude, I was fell in love with the man that night.
You know what I love about those bands like that, where they don't say a word. They come out like, "Hey, we're Black Pistol Fire from Toronto, Ontario, wherever they're from, somewhere on
Well, they're from Toronto, but they play at a fucking
and
Texas.
then that's all they say, and then they just play for 2 hours straight.
Yeah, but that's not even the most rock star thing they did. The end of their set, at the end of the encore, the fucking lead singer of the band reaches out, grabs a chick's hand from the front of the stage, pulls her up on stage, and fucks off.
Yeah.
And the chick was a rocket.
Yeah.
He could have grabbed my arm. I would have went with him.
Yeah, exactly.
100%. I would have went with him 100%.
All right.
We got some. We got
Tough gig.
All right, this is for everyone here. This is from Kimbo. Darth Vader, Harry Potter, Mr. Conspiracy. Fuck one, marry one, kill one.
Oh, man.
Kill Mr. Conspiracy.
Obviously.
Fuck Darth Vader. I guess he's a robot. It's probably, you know.
Oh, he's probably got some.
I'd say marry Darth Vader and fuck
Fuck
Harry
Harry
Potter.
Potter,
He should
yeah.
be pretty tight still.
Oh, Jesus.
Welcome back, Byron.
Oh.
I've almost finished my beer. It's like
Harry Potter in number 7 when he's 18 or 19. Whatever.
Yeah. Okay,
Well,
yeah.
But if it's current, Harry Potter's in his 40s now, at least.
No, he's our age.
No, he's old. Remember when they like skip time?
Oh, okay, okay.
Because
All right,
he's
yeah.
So
Whatever.
yeah,
Byron picks Harry Potter.
it's got a thing for the tight ones. That's
Nah,
good.
it'd be magical.
Yeah. Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Here or
yeah.
not.
Oh, that's good.
It's not fucking with any muggles. Let's make a mudblood.
Yeah. Oh, terrible. We got a whole bunch of questions here.
Start firing them off. Let's go.
They're not as good as that one.
Rapid fire.
Brady Barrow, what idea for a new sci-fi alien movie would you want to see done? Well,
Interdimensional aliens for sure. Something really cool like that.
Oh man. Yeah. Some sort. I fucking love time travel.
They don't
movies,
travel here through space. They travel here through dimension. That's the coolest way.
That's cool. Yeah, I can get into that.
What was that one when the guy goes through the wall and there's the shadows
Oh,
stuff coming
shit.
down?
Uh-oh.
There we got some people showing up now.
Fuck yeah.
You remember Cody? Cody was
all right.
cruising. We got to wrap this one up.
Yeah,
then
let's
pretty
wrap
quick.
this one. Let's do one last question before we wrap this one up and get into what's the meaning of this.
Number 11.
This is a good one, I thought. Brandon Ballman. Do you think different breeds of aliens came together and dropped off all of their kind of breed, us, in brackets, here on Earth, just to see if we can learn to adapt and come together as one, but we continue to stay separate, and the aliens just come to see how we are doing from time to time? Well, that's him. He's saying, like, I'm guessing the different, like, he's like
Racist?
race war. No, I definitely do think we are alien though, because we're the only thing that doesn't live with the habitat. Like, we fucking destroy everything. There's never been anything else on this planet that fucking destroys
That
like
we know
do.
of.
Yeah,
That's true.
Very true that we know of. But like any animal, anything else other than humans just coexists with everything. We do fucking not.
Fuck you.
We're beasts.
Fuck you.
We'll fucking eat anything. We'll kill anything. We'll do what. We're a fucking weird ass hyper apex predator.
We'll
It's
fuck
insane.
anything.
It's true.
Harry Potter.
It's
Harry
crazy.
Potter.
No, it's true.
It's crazy. It's true.
Yeah.
We will.
No, it's fucking
anything,
right.
man.
Yeah.
The dead, whatever. It doesn't matter. We're fucked.
Someone's got a thing for everything.
We're crazy. Anyways, let's wrap this power hour up. We
Yeah,
got some
that was
other
fun.
business to do. Anyways, good times. As we always say, as Parcast, Extraterrestrial likes to say at the end of their podcast.
Whoa. We had Parcast. We did an ad on Parcast. It wasn't an ad. It was a swap.
Yeah.
On the next show, they said, keep those eyes on the sky.
So you guys swap fucking catchphrases or
But
what?
what? And then, you know what I did? I was like, oh, wait, buddy. emailed him right away. I was like, hey, I noticed on your most recent episode that you say the same thing we say at the end of our episode. We had some fans be a little bit upset about it. And they're like, oh, we swear it's just coincidence. It won't happen again. So it won't happen again.
Yeah.
Or we some fucking break some knees, man. All right, we didn't fuck around with that shit.
So, podcast, we're coming for you.
Yeah, I gotta think of something else. Keep those eyes on these buys. All right, guys, keep those eyes on the skies.
All right,
Thanks.
Oh,
That's not just the sound of that first sip of Morning Joe. It's the sound of someone shopping for a car on Carvana from the comfort of home.
That's a good blend.
It's time to take it easy, like answering some easy questions to get pre-qualified for a car in minutes.
Talk about starting the morning right.
Just like customizing your terms so your car fits your budget. Visit Carvana.com or download the app to experience car shopping the way it should be. Convenient, comfortable.
Man, that sunset is gorgeous.
Grill, patio, sunset. Hard to get better than that. Unless you're browsing Carvana's inventory while you soak it all in.
Oh, burger time.
So sit back, get comfortable. Carvana's got thousands of cars under $20,000 just waiting for you.
I could stay here forever.
Carvana, where car buying meets comfort meets convenience. Download the app or visit Carvana.com today.